Are you calling? Are you calling people out in YouTube land? Is that what you're doing? Are you calling people out in YouTube land? Hmm? Hey, little Texas, how you doing? He's calling people out in YouTube land. How you doing down there in Texas? Is the weather nice today? Connecting. You're live, it says. Okay. Well, I wonder how long it was down. I live in such a crappy area for reception. It's just the way that it is. Every month I have to go through and redo it's paper timesheets that I have to take pictures of and download PDF files and send them into the company I work for because they always say I didn't clock out. And I know I did. We just live in that kind of area. My client, her life button doesn't work at her house because of the reception. My sweet little goats. The chickens are doing a lot of my work for me, and they're tearing everything up. The wind is changing, huh, Bowser? Bringing in lots of different smells. Hi, Whitey. CCL, what's your weather like over there? I hope it's starting to warm up. I don't know whether to say you're lazy. What are you doing, Maybelline? Just laying down and eating. Hi, Esther. Hi, Peggy. Stolo. Dot. Did she take your stick or did you take hers and she took it back? I wasn't really watching. It says there's 2 people watching. Now it says 1 person is watching. That's okay. I'm getting to just sit out here and enjoy my animals. What do you think, Trixie? Good jump, girl. Go, Hattie, go. That right there, that's Miss Hattie. She's one of my original chickens. She's a turkin. And I can't find them anymore. I wished I could. I'd get more of them. I really like her. They come in a lot of different shades and a wide variety of colors. I'm glad you're right here, Trixie. At least I don't feel like I'm talking all to myself. Yeah. You'll listen, won't you? Even though you're probably like, chickens, don't get no more chickens. They take away from my attention. Trixie, I don't mind sitting right here. It is beautiful. Trixie, you're something else just sitting there. Like the little lady that you are. You're kind of a little beastie, aren't you, though? Yeah. Hi, big guy. How you doing? says one person's watching. I hear it. That's a dog up the road, isn't it? I see. Hey, CCL, is it back on? Cool beans. I hope Serena's still listening. My chickens are all out there. Did you make it home, CCL? Shh, be quiet. It's the neighbors, honey. My poor neighbors. I would hate to have me for a neighbor. Or not necessarily me, but Bowser barks constantly. I'm hoping he'll settle down with it this year, but he is half Great Pyrenees. I don't think it'll happen. I try really hard just to ignore it. It's okay, Bo. Hi, Lexi. You got banned? Why? Why did you get banned on somebody else's live stream? And I'm sorry that happened to you. People can be so rude. And the beasts are off. Hi, Stella. How you doing, girl? There's my Stella. Donna and Trixie. Hi, Dot. How you doing, little girl? Hi, everybody. Hi, Miss Donna. You coming to talk and tell me stories? Oh, there you are, Susie. You okay, Trixie? Polly. Be safe, CCL. You're so cute, Susie. Do you feel better? You can get around the yard without that little old rooster all over you? Hi, big guy. Bowser, it's the neighbors. Please be quiet. You just can't give them a break. I mean, even Trixie's like, why aren't you barking at? Just be quiet, huh? It's okay. If I were rich, I'd put a privacy fence over there. But I don't think that'd stop him from barking. I really don't. Bowser, come here. Hi, Trix. Bowser, come. Bowser, come. Okay. We're gonna go get the chicken feed, but I'm gonna lock you on this side of the fence because you eat the chicken feed and it's not good for you. No, it's not. Actually, probably not. They're not going to bed till like 7:30. Give it a half more hour and then we'll do that. Get out. I've changed my mind. Created an issue for myself. I have no way to lock that. There we go. Guess I didn't create an issue. be glad when I can hook the hose up. I took their food out of here so I could have Bowser in here. If I don't, he eats the chicken food. Alright, I'm gonna go get water. I'll be right back. He's enjoying the sunshine. Feels good, doesn't it, Bowser? Oh, no, you stay out of it. Little chickens. I just adore them. So I was thinking the other day about what I have for a flock. I have 3 little frizzles, and I'm going to say they're Millie de Fleur and Silky crosses. And then I have 3 Silkies. And I have 2 Cochins. So I don't have very many birds that are more than like 2 or 3 of a kind. I have a really unique looking flock. It used to not be like that. I used to have pairs and trios of everything. I keep saying I'm not going to buy any birds. And I don't know why I say that, because I'm just lying to myself and to anybody I tell that to. It's inevitable. I'll buy some this year. Hi, gorgeous. Oh, don't run, honey. Don't run. It's okay. Bowser, don't eat that. Get her. She's just so cute. That's not Polly. That's Polly's daughter. She's like half frizzly, half not. She's really cute. I'm good, Uncle Bob. How are you? Hey, get out of that. Get. I hope it doesn't disconnect. But look. No one's tried that one. But look. I got 3 in there. And that one, somebody's been in it, definitely. They either didn't like it or weren't going to lay today. I'm not ready to gather eggs, but that's pretty cool. It's been a really long time since they've laid in those. That little frizzle, she's back there. I don't think they liked them there because their door to go out is right there. I think maybe there was too much traffic there. I'm not real sure. But they didn't like them there. That's cold beans they worked. Oh. What's your weather like over there? Mine's really, really nice today. I wish you wouldn't drink out of their water. That's gross. Hi Ryan, how are you? It's been a while. It's good to see you. I know you just had a birthday. Happy belated birthday. Super windy but sunny. It's kind of windy here, but it's warm. Gotta catch up, little girl. Susie. The Cochins, they really just take their time with everything. Don't you, Susie? I think they've all gone to this side of the yard now. Fascinating little creatures they are. Blue Cochins. Oh, nice. Are they standard or are they bantams? There's my big Donna. I'm gonna say she's probably my favorite to really just watch. They're really gentle too. She's really friendly. Not good for egg production, but that's quite okay. I have one of each. And this year, the hatchery that gets for the farm supply store that I go to, they're not offering Cochins, standard or bantam. So I'll have to, if I get any, I'll have to get them at the swap meets. Donna, she doesn't roost very high. She can't get very high to roost. And when I had their coop in what is now the duck coop, every morning I'd get Donna off of the roost. I was always afraid she might break her leg or something trying to jump down. But in here, Donna has her very own roost. That's Donna's roost. Oh, you're lucky you're getting them at the feed store. Yeah, I'll go to the swap meets. I'm not sure what kind of birds I want this year. My favorite are the Orpington and the Silkies. Those are my two favorites. I don't want any more bantams though. Little ones like that. Silkies, absolutely. And they're a bantam, but these little tiny ones, I just think the winters are too hard on them. Actually, it's kind of cute. Donna will let Polly crawl up underneath her wings in the wintertime. I think that's kind of cute. You saw her box where she gets them? What nursery does, or what hatchery does she get them from? Ours uses Cackle Hatchery. I'm not sure what Tractor Supply uses, but I don't think I'll buy birds there anymore. I've looked and I just walk away. Last year I bought, I can't remember if it was 7 or 9. I think it was 9, and I don't have any of those birds. None of them made it. The thing that I really like about being able to buy the heritage breeds from the feed stores, you know if you're getting a pullet. I mean, sometimes you get a rooster, but it's not very often. My friend Brenda, she had a Cochin rooster. He was really, really big. He was buff colored, but he was really big. But he was like Donna, he was really, really calm. His demeanor was really good. How many Cochins did you order? And are you getting sexed chicks? What's your discombobulation in life? Hmm? Ideal Hatchery. I've never heard of them. You ordered 2 Cochins? Was it last year at the swap meet that I went to? They were getting, or they were asking, I'm not sure how many birds she sold, but they were asking $60 a bird. But these were not chicks. These were more juveniles. They were 5, 6-month-old birds. But that's a lot of money for just one bird. You have to, that's a lot of money for one bird. But a lot of people around here do 4-H with their kids, and coachings are really good and easygoing birds for the kids to handle. Are you making a mess out of my pile? Thank you. I appreciate it. All right. You paid $6 a piece? That's not bad. Now see, that's Susie. She's the Bantam coaching. She's a good mama. Hi, sweetheart. She really is. She came from my friend Brenda, and I don't know how many hatchings she's done. She was really a good mama. She gets at least 2 of each breed. Yeah, I'd kind of like to do that. Like, I only have one Astrolorp. I'd like to have another Astrolorp. I've only got one Orpington. I'd like to have another Orpington. One Rhode Island Red. And the Turkins, I can't find them anywhere. I would love to have more Turkins. Run, Dot, run! That's what I've thought about doing this year, is just buying one chick of each that I have of these heritage breeds. Like, I've only got one Cinnamon Queen, and she's beautiful, aren't you? Huh, Cindy? Oh, sorry. You can't find Turkins either? And I've never seen the Turkins. Well, no. Nope. I don't think I've ever seen the Turkins at the swap meets. Lots of showgirls, and that's my dream chicken, is showgirls. But every time I buy them, I end up with a rooster, and they're not nice roosters. So I end up having to give them away. And I don't really like giving away bad roosters. But silkies really aren't worth processing. Something that's interesting about silkies, they have what they term as black skin and black meat and black bones. 8 new breeds. Oh gosh. Are you building a new coop? You're gonna have to. Did you hear me when I said you're gonna have to build a new coop? And did you hear me about the silkies? The interesting fact about them. You have pallets for a coop? Great idea. last year, I was gonna try to build a coop out of pallets. The creamery here, the local creamery, they give pallets away. As you can tell, I've never taken advantage of their free pallets. Never at all. But I thought about it. I was going to try. But my friend Brenda, she didn't want to do chickens anymore. And she gave me that. And I like it. I think it makes a great coop. I do. I really like this. Silkies. They have black bones, black meat, and black skin. I think that's really interesting. When I first started chickens and I learned about that, some places pay lots of money for their meat, fancy restaurants and stuff. And they term it as black, but I don't know. It is a different color than the ducks. It is. It's different than ducks. It's really much darker. What one bird? I think you're there, but I'm not sure. Go, little creamer, go. Fancy still. Did your hatchery have silkies? The thing that I don't like about the feed store with the silkies, you have to order 10 of them. And I don't want 10. Huh, Donna? Okay. Oh, Tsunami? Is that how you say it? Tsunami? The hatchery at my feed store has them. But the chicks are $48. They're $47.99. And I can't. And I've heard that they're a more aggressive bird, and my silkies and my Cochins are at the bottom of pecking orders. They get picked on. That's why I like the Orpingtons the most. They're they're really gentle with my littler breeds. And my Cochin, Donna's just really mellow. I don't know if that's true or not. I myself have never read that. I've been told that. But I did see that they had them for sale. They're actually really pretty. The roosters are spectacular. There's a place, it's Wilson, and it's about an hour and a half drive from me. But I've gone up to this lady's place to buy chickens, and her setup was spectacular. She had a great big barn, and she had huge dog kennels that she kept trios in. And I mean, every chicken you could possibly imagine, every color you could imagine. It was something else. And her chicks they're not very much. I mean, I still see her advertisement all the time. It's just driving there. I think this year when I read it, I think she's asking $6 a chick. That's not bad. They're straight run, but that's okay. That was the first place I saw Saramas. She had a big flock of Saramas all over her yard. Has Chick ever seen the Saramas? I don't blame you. I heard that, Bowser. That was just loud and obnoxious, wasn't it? The Saramas are awesome. Oh, they're really awesome little birds. But they are not for my climate. I won't buy them anymore. I will not. I just won't do it. I wished I could, though. I wished I had a big barn that I could heat and keep them in. They're the neatest, and the roosters just always end up being spectacular. Hi, little Texas. How are you? You know, for some reason with the Silkies, they always make you over order what you think, but they are very, very delicate chicks. If you get them past 2 weeks, then you're good to go. But they're really pretty fragile when they're little chicks. The last time I got a whole bunch of Silkies, the feed store had gotten them in and they weren't doing good. And I believe she gave me eight for free. and only 2 made it. And Brenda had them, and I think the fox got them. She gave me 8 birds and only 2, but they didn't look good anyway. But even when my silkies have hatched out babies and stuff, they're just extra fragile. I think that's why they make you order extra. They're really tiny. I had mauve silkies. The fox got them, dang it. But she looked like it. Her name was Coco because she looked like cocoa. She looked like hot cocoa. But they termed that color as mauve. She was beautiful. The other one was really pretty too, but it was more of a darker brown. But Coco was really a sweet bird. And it gave you a total. You can get blue silkies? All right. I would be interested in some splash silkies. And I've also seen partridge. I've never been able to order those, but if I ever was able to order partridge silkies, I would. 2 Rhode Island Reds and 2 Cochins, 2 blue Cochins. There's my Rhode Island Red right there. That's Peggy. And she gives me a nice large brown egg almost every day. She's really faithful during egg laying season. But her eggs are definitely bigger than the Orpingtons or my Astrolorps. I think she's a little more skittish than my Silkies or my Cochins. But she will come up and take things out of my hand. But most of all, she's beautiful. Aren't you, Peggy? Your mom's scared of them? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, well, you should order them. It's still too early for me to order any. Or even bring any home from the store. It gets too cold still. Splash Orpington. I was thinking about ordering lavender Orpingtons. With the Orpingtons, I think the minimum I have to order is 1. But I think I would like to order the lavender and the Jubilee. Oh yeah, it's so easy to get that mini chickens. I don't know how many y'all have. I have 19, but 2 of them are those bad little roosters that are over there, that are in jail. I had to put them back over there, and I put them in separate pens. One's in the buck's pen and one's in the doe's pen. They fight, and they're hard on the ladies, so they need to be rehomed. So sometimes when I look at my flock and I count them, I'm like, I don't need any more birds. I have such an overabundance of eggs. And it's hard to sell them because everybody around me has chickens. Come on, Stella. That's a good sized flock. Yeah, I do. I think about it. I'm like, I have enough chickens. And I have some really unique, interesting looking chickens. Hens are adults. LT and freezer chickens. I'm not going to raise chickens for meat anymore. Oh, be careful, Bob. I'll raise those guys for meat. I think I'm going to try to hatch 12 of them. Be careful. But I'm not going to do chickens. I got the rabbits. Uncle Bob, you guys should have rabbits pretty soon. At least by early winter, you guys should be able to process some rabbits. Or is that too... You need some freezer chickens? I like them in the freezer too. I think I'll just buy them though. Buy my chicken. I wished I had a freeze dryer. That'd be nice to have. You're so stinking cute. Be nice to have one though, wouldn't it, Uncle Bob? Esther, my astrolord. There's Dot. She's a Bantam Barred Rock. And she's a faithful little layer. Polly. Yeah, the dehydrator doesn't do it for everything. It does it for a lot of things, though. Serena, are you lucky enough to have a freeze dryer? And hello, welcome back, girl. Go, Stella, go. I use a dehydrator for my herbs. And then I also bought a, a contraption that I hang outside. It's just a net and it folds down. It's kind of neat. And I can use that for dehydration. Hey, out of here. Out. Go. Bowser, you're scaring the chickens, honey. Get out. Jerk. You settle down. You go on. There's Annie. She's probably my most vocal chicken. And her crest is starting to grow back. I'm really glad. I had to cut it this winter. She kept getting water when she would drink and her feathers started freezing. But they're starting to grow back. Hello, Miss Annie. In a second, I'll get that thing to show you. Hi, girl. Hey, settle down. Okay. That thing right there. I dried my oregano, marigolds, a lot of basil. This thing is nice. And it wasn't very expensive. I liked the outcome of it too. Yeah, to make jerky. Absolutely. I go over to a friend's house to make jerky. He's got a bigger and better dehydrator than what I've got. I've made it here, but I don't know. It's nice to go over there and use his really good one. The jerky just is a little bit better, I think. Stays a little moister. Yeah, I thought about it, sun-dried tomatoes. My friend Stephanie, her husband built a solar dehydrator last year. It's a very interesting thing. Now, it was built at the end of fall, which, everything had been processed and stuff. When I mean by the end of fall, winter had kind of set in when he was done with it. I'm anxious to see how that thing works this year. I'm really anxious to see how it works. Took him a long time to build it. And it wasn't because he was procrastinating or being slow about it. There was a lot of research involved, and also it's a busy time of year. Oh, with windows and fans, it doesn't have fans in it, but it's made in a way that the air circulates through it. I'll have to ask them to see if I can show on video. It looks kind of like a little A-frame, and one side of it is, it's all made out of wood. And one side of it, I mean, he even made the paint. He made the paint out of charcoal for it. Stephanie and Luke are big foragers, and they don't believe in pesticides, and they're very interesting people. They have taught me a lot. So anyway, it looks kind of like a little A-frame. Let's see. Piece like that. And then this piece here. Okay. This piece here is the piece that's painted black. And it's probably about that thick. And the air circulates through there. And this part of it here is the shelves to put, whatever you're going to put on there, whether it be meat or your herbs or lettuce, whatever it may be, goes on this side where the shelves are. I can't explain to you how this part works down here. But this generates the heat that flows through and will dehydrate what's over on this side. It's a very interesting thing that he built. And very nice. I'm very anxious to see how it works this year. I know that they can get a lot in there to dehydrate at one time. I'm sure it takes a long time for things to dry in there. I don't know. We'll see this summer. I'm speaking on something I don't know. I've been watching some people on how to like dehydrate meat without refrigeration, where you're just like hanging the meat. You use a lot of salt involved in it, and it takes months to do it. But I would like to, I mean, and this meat has shelf life, a long, long shelf life on it. I think that's interesting. Especially when something has a long shelf life that doesn't need to be refrigerated. Hello, you little frizzly thing. You're just so darn cute. You look just like your mom, but you're just white. Pretty girl. What, Trixie? All right, everybody. I'm going to end this. I'm starting to get hungry. Are you getting hungry? Oh, 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 oh. Friendly girl. Oh, I love you, Bruce. I really do, girl. Been around a long time. All right, get down. Huh. A salt rack for salted pork after my grandma sold the ranch. Huh. I bet that was interesting. I'd really kind of like to learn about that. All right, I'm going to end this, though. I'm getting hungry. It's that time of day. Thank you guys for coming and joining me. Talk to y'all soon. And whoever goes live tonight,